have Waka Flocka, who I guess attempted to. Uh, I guess he was trying to prove a point here. Waka Flocka wanted to show everybody how they are prone to being subjected to fake news.
I don't know.
He he did this. So Waka Flocka posted a pic on whatever channel it was, whatever platform it was, where it looks as though he was like beat up. He was in some kind of a physical altercation. His face looks all messed up. And he said that he was in a fight with 10 dudes and nobody helped out. And then he came on not too long after that, basically to say that it was all a ruse. After the internet was reacting to this, he came on to say that it was all fake. It was all makeup and facial prosthetics or any other kind of artificial work. And basically said, "Look at how I got y'all. This is what happens with fake news. We need to do better about this." So I don't know. I guess Waka Flocka, the prophesier, is trying to prove a point about people's propensity for fake news. But this says Waka Flocka walks back claim he was jumped after social media clowns him. Waka Flocka has walked back his claim that he was jumped by 10 men after sharing a photo of himself beaten and bruised, and is now accusing fans and the media of being gullible and easily falling for fake news. The Atlanta rapper first shared a post to Instagram in now what appears to have been specialty makeup, writing, "Can't believe nobody helped me fight 10 N words off, but I'm still standing 10 toes marks." I don't know what that means. Social media soon ran rampant with jokes while outlets began reporting on the alleged beatdown. Hours later, he came back with a clean face on his Instagram story and laughed as he told the camera, "Crazy y'all N-words believe that stuff." He then took to X and said, "Internet be so quick to believe stuff without doing any research. Too many people just proved how easy it is to believe fake news. Not a single media outlet that reported on my stuff reached out to me or my team to confirm anything. They ran with the caption as they headline. Imagine a world where facts ain't checked and an IG post can steer a string of hashtag news." Taking a screenshot of his posts and sharing them to Instagram, Waka added in his caption, "Life can be a movie or a reality, all how you look at it. Remember, do your research, confirm your facts. Most importantly, don't let them manipulate, because I just showed y'all how easy it is to create a fake narrative out of a picture. Hashtag flock facts." No one uses that hashtag. Fans in the comments weren't having it though. "N-word, you posted it yourself," one person said. Someone else, someone else wrote, "But you posted it. There was nothing to fact check if the source posted it." Another person commented, "At the end of the day, what was the point?" Even Uncle Murder chimed in asking Waka Flocka, "Why are you trolling, my ninja?" So there's the post right there with what Waka initially said. He got jumped by 10 people, right? And so then he came back later. So there's another pick. And then here's what here were some of the reactions. Should have called Cam Newton. All that jumping Brick Squad was doing in the early 2000s. This is how I came out of 2024. Damn, my boy ain't have Trump number. So those were all of the reactions some of the reactions to what he did. And then here was his coming clean on it being fake. And it ain't very long.
Crazy y'all nigga believe that shit.
Yeah, so that's it. So, yeah, Waka Flocka, I guess he was trying to righteously prove a point about how we all believe fake news and we don't do any research. Does Waka have a leg to stand on here?
I don't see much. I really don't see much of a leg here. And just a few weeks ago, man, we covered a Waka Flocka thing, and here I go giving this man praise for his stance on life and being 10 toes marks. and, and here he go going through a whole 2-3 hours worth of makeup just to post a picture to lie about it, but then to just so he can teach me a lesson as somebody that's concerned that I didn't check my sources or You know how easily I can be fooled by something on the internet. Like, what's the point of that? So to me, this was just pretty. This is pretty lame, man. I saw people in some comment sections, man, calling them Waka Flocka lame. And why would you put this on yourself? One of those commenters, in the article mentions that, oh, you ain't have, damn, boy, you ain't have Trump's number. And because when I looked into this, I was like, whoa, Flocka got jumped. What's going on here? And so, I Googled it, and I saw that he was going to be at some type of conservatives rally or something like that. And I don't know if he was supposed to be performing or he was supposed to be involved in that. And I assumed at the once I heard he got jumped, that it had something to do about him supporting Trump. But Southside, from 808 Mafia, he came out and he was like, hey man, you need to stop with the caps. And ain't no 10 N-words jump you. So I was like, hey, well, what's going on here? So did he get jumped or not? then he came out trying to gaslight the internet. Basically, I don't know what this was. I don't know if this was a publicity stunt for his conservatives rally, or his air quote lesson of fake news had something to do with his conservatives rally thing. But in any event, this was weird. This was very unnecessary. And I agree with, who was it? You said Uncle Murder said, stop trolling.
Yeah.
Like, you stop trolling, bro. That ain't it. That's not the way to get your point across. People listen to you anyway. If you wanted to get a point across, people listen to you. And so I don't listen to Waka Flocka's music. I only listen to Horror in the Paint and, one other song. But I never really cared for Waka's music. I just thought he was a solid dude. This is very not solid. This is not solid. Like, there's another way to get your message across, if that's what his intent was. But to me, it felt like he was trying to garner sympathy for something else. And once it got exposed and people was out there saying, hey, man, this ain't happening or whatever, then he had to come clean. So again, man, this is just weird stuff. I didn't put Waka in the weird category, but now I am, because this is weird behavior. And he's going to have to do a hell of a lot to get back on the side of, oh, yeah, he's a solid dude, but I'm always remember this. So, I just think this was weird stuff, man. I'm lumping him in the boat of these celebrity dudes just doing weird things just for clout and other stuff. So, man, shame on you, Waka. This ain't it. Whatever you try to pull off, this ain't the play. But what are your thoughts, man, on Waka trying to teach the internet a lesson, saying that you guys need to check your sources and you can be easily fooled by fake news? What are your thoughts, man? Hashtag Wakas.
No one uses that hashtag. His overall point is correct. People are very susceptible to fake news because we are a post-truth society. No one really believes in truth. Doesn't really mean anything anymore. It means what we want it to believe. If you believe something to be the truth, no one can sway you off that, even if it's with facts and data, because you can just come back and say your facts and data are lies. I mentioned that before. We are 100% a post-truth society nowadays, where the notion of truth has become obscured in ambiguity. Truth as a concept kind of doesn't exist anymore, because if you want to believe something, you can squint hard enough and connect enough dots and make it your truth. And if I come to you and I say, hey man, 2 + 2 = 4, you'll just tell me that they've been teaching me a lie in terms of the way that I count math. So his overall, and the reason why I bring that up is because if there is a piece of fake news that allows you to continue to sort of be dug in the sand on whatever it is that you want to believe in, whatever your truth is, you're going to cling to that. And everything else is going to be a lie. So, in that regard, people in general are susceptible to fake news. And because we are a post truth society, people would prefer to shun research because doing research opens the door for your truth to be incorrect. And people don't want to be confronted with the idea that their truth is incorrect. They want to continue to believe whatever it is that they want to believe. We see it right now going on with the Jay-Z stuff. If you are an individual, and I know people personally who are like this, they believe that by default, if you are a successful celebrity, you're guilty of everything, regardless of whatever evidence. And I'm not trying to say that he is or is not guilty. I'm just using this as an example. There are people who believe that if you are a successful celebrity, these allegations, like the ones Jay-Z are dealing with, are 100% unequivocally true. And they are going to be dug in on that post-truth, even if there is no evidence to the contrary, or even if there is facts and evidence which suggest that it might not necessarily be true. You're going to just say, well, they're making that up and those are lies, because you want to continue to believe that that stuff is true, because you are biased in your belief that if it's a successful celebrity, they're automatically guilty of doing these things. So he's right in that regard. People are going to believe what they want. And in saying that, we are 100% more susceptible to fake news. Here is where he misses me. You can't create the fake news.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. You can't do that.
And then call people out for believing fake news. You can't do that. That is a foul, sir. So right away, you 100% lose credibility. You can't create the fake news. One thing about Trump, when Trump was going on his tirades talking about fake news, he was defending himself against news claims that he didn't like, calling it fake news, but he wasn't creating that stuff.
Right.
He wasn't creating it. The media was, and he was responding to it. You cannot create the fake news, and then when people respond to it, say, look, I got y'all believe fake news. Well, you're the source, sir. You created it. As the commenter said there, you're the source, you dumbass. But here's what I will say. Here's the funniest thing here's the craziest thing that I'll say about Waka. This is just my opinion.
Go ahead, man.
Just like I said, Drea Michelle is not a smart person. Waka Flocka is probably not that smart. And he probably doesn't realize that he undermines what he was doing by creating the fake news in the first place. He probably doesn't understand that doing that completely underscores what he was trying to say. And maybe he's not smart enough to get that fact. But Waka, you can't create the fake news and then call people out for fake news. You created it. You're the source. That's not something you can do. It makes you look silly. And I have to, at the end of the day, because he did that, I have to now look at him as a person who engages in attention-seeking behavior.
And I didn't do that before.
Yeah, I didn't either. But now I'm looking at you, bro, and I'm saying, bro, you do the same new human weirdo social media stuff that these Instagram models and these, streetwalkers and these thoughts and these OnlyFans chicks do. You engage in attention-seeking behavior. Yeah, your name hasn't been in the algorithm for very long, but you do have a following. So you need to put something on the internet so that you can get your name trending again.
It's crazy.
For no real constructive reason. You just want to do it to get attention.
That's crazy.
Which is a very beta emotion.
It is.
And I never associated him with this up until now.
Right.
So congratulations, bro. You achieved something. I just don't think it was what you wanted to achieve.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have said it any better myself, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, just go back a couple weeks ago, man. I'm sitting here, bigging the man up and giving him credit for not being a weirdo. And here he goes, just a couple weeks later. And so, yeah, man. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know what he tried to make fly. I don't know if he tried to make the fact that he got jumped fly, and then he had to double back once people was already like either clowning him for getting jumped or calling him out for saying that it didn't happen. Because if Southside came out and said that, because he did, and Southside comes out and says, "Hey, bro, you need to stop that because ain't nobody jump you." Southside is a very credible source,
Right.
and so now people are going to be questioning that and digging into this, and then find out you're a liar. So then he had to come out with a gaslighting thing saying that it's fake news and y'all were going for anything. It's like, all of this is weird. Why did you do that? Who told you to do that? You came up with this yourself? If he came up with this with himself, he's weird for that. If somebody told him to do this and he did it, he's weird for that.
Yeah.
So there's no other way to slice this thing besides the fact that this is weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry, Waka, man. Damn, bro. One of the few people out here that I'm like, hey, man, that dude's solid, man. Yeah, leave him alone, man. He's solid. But now you just all the little people that I feel like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? That person's solid, man. Leave that person alone. He's not like the rest of them. He just acted like the rest of them. I can't give a pass on this. So, hey, man, sorry, bro. This was weird. I'm gonna look at you different now, bro. Just what it is, dog.
Hey, man, attention is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, crazy. It's crazy.
Attention. Attention is attention seeking in like the DSM-5 or any of those. It is.
It's gonna be one of these days.
Yeah, it needs to be, because it isn't full blown narcissism, but it's a form of it.
It is.
It needs to be further classified because, man. People just can't help themselves. They're just attention seekers in the worst way. And this to me reeks of attention seeking behavior. Like, the only way that this would have been plausible to me is if, like, so let's say, for example, he was doing this because whoever did that makeup job, maybe he's trying to put that person on, like, hey, this person does great makeup work, so on and so forth. Check out this person's makeup work. She can make you look like you got whooped by 10 dudes. That's the quality of their makeup.
I would have went for that more than the fake news thing.
So would I have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're doing it because you want to put somebody on as a favor, like, check out this makeup artist, they do great work. Okay, fine. But you orchestrated a whole stunt and made it about fake news randomly. As if fake news was even something that was being talked about at the current moment in time. And even if he was hypothetically trying to like put on like a makeup artist, you don't have to orchestrate the stunt. You can just put it on and be like, yo, look at this work. Look how good it is. But he made it about that because he was trying to get the attention.
Unreal.
And I can't go for that, man. I really can't. Bro, Jeezy said it for real, man. All the real ones either dead or in jail. It looks like we are losing them by the day, bro.
Man, dude.
It's too bad. Because, yeah, I was with you. I was bigging up Waka Flocka because he seemed to be anti-reality TV, anti-messiness. And this, I won't necessarily say that this is messy per se, but it is attention-seeking behavior, unbecoming of a person that I thought was of his stature.
That was 10 toes marks.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, it is what it is with this guy, man. Hey, man, get well, Walker. I don't know what got into you, bro, but get well, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. And shouts out to everybody out there who doesn't fall prey to fake news.
Even if it comes from the source itself. Lord.